What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Recently, I did an unboxing and review of the Bowers Wilkins Px8 S2 headphones. Man, these things look fantastic and the sound is really, really good. But we're going to put these guys to the test and we're going to do a quick sound challenge where we're going to put these guys up against their predecessors, the Bowers Wilkins Px8 headphones. Now, we want to see if the sound between these two is different, mainly if the sound from the S2s is better than the original. Now, as always, if you want to see price, specs, and app breakdowns for either one of these, I'll leave links in the description below to my unboxing videos for both. I'll also leave links to where you can buy one or both of these if you are interested. Okay, so, but before we dive into that, let's go ahead and hear a little bit from our sponsor, Audio Experience. All right, we're back in. We're gonna start off with the Px8s. Now we are in the app. We're gonna do just about three songs, maybe four, depending on how I feel this is going. And like I said, we are in the Bowers Wilkins app. As you can see, we got noise canceling turned on for the Px8s, and they don't have the traditional graphic equalizer for the Px8s in this app. What we do have is treble and bass setup, so I got that configured like the way I've always had. I do get I get really good sound out of the Px8s with that. So we got that all set up. Let's go ahead and pop these on. Actually, before we do that, let's check our volume level. Let me see if it's going to allow me to show it here. There we go. All right. Okay. We're right at the orange line there. All right, so we got the headphones on. Let's go ahead and pick up our first song. All right, we got Dominique Feels at Me, Feeling Good. We're gonna start with that one there, acapella. See how they do with just vocals. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut away over to our other camera, our front-facing camera. What's going on? And let's go ahead and get our picture-in-picture, and we're good. All right, so here we go. Song number one, Px8s. Let's get it. Let's make sure we have the volume on. All right, we're there. Okay, just double checking. Again, very clear right off the bat. Nice breathing. Getting that exhale. Background vocalists sound nice and clear. Again, getting all the nuance in her voice as well. Again, a lot of the enunciation of the words, the B's, the P's, and T's popping. Getting that slight echo, too. Again, and I love how the background vocalists, balanced and clear, come in and fill in that the background space. The way they fill it in is nice. All right, now they're harmonizing. This is the part I like. Very clear. All right, let me pause that. Very, very clear. All right, nice start. Very nice start to the Px8s. One of the reasons why they're still around. I just forget how nice these sound. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna get the S2s paired up. We're going to take a look at my EQ settings in the app, and we'll see how they handle song number one. All right, we are back in. Now we have the Px8 S2s. I'm just going to call them S2s like I've been. We've got them all paired up. We're in the app. You can see we got noise canceling turned on, and they have an advanced EQ setting. So I went with this one. I was playing around with it. Actually, we're going to go with my preferred one. I prefer this one, so we're going to go with this one here. All right, the V shape, I like that. So we're going to go ahead and rock with that one there on this one. All right, so we got that all set up. Let's go ahead and get these guys on. Oh, yeah. You could definitely tell the difference. Both of them have great materials, but you could definitely tell the difference in the ear cups between the X8s and the S2s, where I think the ear cups are a little more, or not a little more, but more softer on the S2s than they are the X8s. And that's saying something because the X8s are very, very comfortable. Let's go ahead and flip the camera so you guys can see me. All right, let's get the cutaway. All right, there we go. Let's do a quick test, make sure we get our song up here. We got it up, we got it queued. All right, let's check our volume level. Yeah, let's get it up there. All right, we are at the optimal listening level. So here we go. Song number 1, Px8 S2s. Px8 S2s. Let's go. I was going to say Pi8s, but here we go. All right, right off the bat, volume, nice. Don't have to worry about turning it down. Again, getting the nuance with her breathing. The background vocalist coming in. I could turn this down a notch. I'll turn it down a couple notches. We're good. All right. Again, all the enunciation, the B's, the P's, and T's are popping. Her breathing pattern, the background vocalist came in, filling in that spot, feeling nice and very clear, very balanced too. Getting that echoing as well. Very clear. Here's my part to harmonizing. It sounds so clean. Like, again, balance between all three here. All right. Excuse me, sorry. But man, they sound really good. You could definitely hear the difference in these two. We'll cover that a little bit later on after we finish the testing. I want to see if it's a across the board thing. But right now, already off the first song, I'm starting to hear the difference here. So let's go ahead and get into song number 2. All right, we back in. We got Pony by Weiranoy. Anyway, don't mind me. All right, so we got this up. This is our bass song. We got the PX8s on, the OGs. Let's go ahead and flip it over. Let's get our cutaway. All right, we're good. Okay, so here we go. Song number 2, bass song, the OG PX8s. Let's go. Okay, volume again. Don't have to worry about it. We could turn this down actually, but we're gonna stay right here with these ones. Nice, bright, nice and loud. Okay. Nice rumble with the bass, the low end, and that deeper tone as well. Again, the vocalist sounds clear. The piano in the background also sounds nice and crisp. Oh, that sounds so good. All right. Let's go up a little bit. All right, we're good right there. There we go. Woo! Okay. Nice hit with the bass and the rumble. Oh, that's so nice. So clean. Ooh-wee. All right, let me get back down where I belong. All right. We're good. Ooh. Oh man, that bass knock, and then the low end bass. I liked how it even gave you the detail, because when it started off, it was nice and low, then it got that deeper drop, and these guys picked it up wonderfully. And then, so nice attention to detail there. Even at the higher volume, again, I don't normally go up too loud with my headphones, or my earbuds, because I like to do this for a long time, so I gotta protect the hearing. But even at the higher volume levels, I did not notice any type of distortion with the vocalist or the bass cratering out on me, because it can't sustain itself at a higher volume level. So again, PX8s is definitely really, really showing that they still are a worthy pair of headphones. So let's go ahead, pop these off. We're going to slide on the S2s. All right. Let's back this up. All right, and let's do a quick test. All right, make sure we there. Okay. All right, we switch right on the fly. Let's make sure I'm locked in. We're going to get these guys back up to the preferred listening level. I know I did turn them down from the previous song because they get pretty loud as well. So here we go. Song number 2, bass song, S2s. Let's get it. Again, loud already. Vocalist sounds nice and clear. The piano, definitely crisp. And you got that depth as well. Ooh, that rumble was sinister. And again, it got that lower bass as well, so you got that detail. Ooh, do I even need to turn these up? Let's go ahead and turn up a little bit. I'm gonna give them 2 notches. I don't really have to because they're pretty loud, but man, again, the vocalist, not worry about no distortion on the mid and high level. We're good there. Woo. Woo. Okay, that bass hit is nice. It's like a punch to the chest. Oh, that sounds so good. And again, the low end, let me back down here. All right, let me pause that. The low end, it stays deep. It sounds really, really good. I know it's probably sound like I'm yelling because I got noise canceling turned on. But man, that's something. That again, at the higher volume levels, I ain't got to worry about distortion. I really don't even have to worry about turning these up from my preferred listening level. They are solid right where they are. Man, they just love the bass on these. But again, you don't lose sight of the mids and highs as well. Very clear, very crisp with the piano, and you got that depth of sound. You could definitely tell that the piano was in the background of the vocalist when listening to him. So you got that nice sound stage there as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and flip in to our final song. All right, we're back in for our final song, all instrumental. We're going to go with Avrats by Infected Mushroom. I think this is a good way to cap off this one. All right, so we got the PX8s on. Let's go ahead and flip the camera. Let's get our cutaway. All right, here we go. Song number 3 with the OGs. Let's get it. Right off the bat, the keyboard, it's nice and crisp. Synthesizer, whatever you want to call it. Got that nice little low-end rumble. Pick that up. Well done. Yeah, I love the echoing. Just seems like it goes on and on and on. All right, we're hitting a couple extra keys on the keyboard now. That rattling sound in the right ear. Excuse me. Again, not stationary, moving around. Now we got the low end bass. And we got the clanging instrument in the left ear matching the right. Again, moving around, not being stationary. I love the fact that you actually get in that effect of it moving away, back and forth, close to the mic, away from the mic. The bass is nice. Ooh, nice deep too. And we got the wave sound coming in. Couple extra sounds coming in. I love that. And that bass, again, it's not being drowned out. And it's not overpowering the rest of the instruments. So you got great balance there. That sounds so good. All right. I went a little bit deeper into it. But, man, I love it when you get... This song is really good for testing. And because I love the way it demonstrates when you got the spacing of all the instruments there. It sounds really, really good. All right. Man, it's good. Okay. Let's go ahead and back this up. We're going to go ahead. We're going to switch over to the S2s. All right. Let's make sure we locked in. All right. All right. Just quick test. Make sure we there. All right. So here we go. Song number 3 with the S2s. Let's get it. already the volume. Yeah, that Christmas of the keyboard. Got that little bass nugget in there. Pick that up as well. And again, the echoing just seems like it's going forever. I love it. Now we get the little extra keys hit on there. Nice little bass pump. All right, now we got the rattling instrument in the right ear. Moving around again, I'm mocking the mic, not staying stationary. Here we go. Woo! Okay, that bass is serious. And the drop, You got the clanging instruments here on the left ear as well. Again, moving around just like the right. Man, that sounds so good. Oh, and that drop. Oh, and again, now we got the wave instruments coming in. Wave sounds, rather. Very clear. That's... Again, and you're getting a lot of other instruments as well. So, again, well spaced out. Very clear. You can focus on any instrument. But man, they sound really good, man. The volume, and I love that bass. Again, I love the bass, how deep it sound on in this song as well. But so good. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna get this cleaned up here. We'll go ahead. Let me take these off. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna compare. We actually talk about these two, and the three songs, and we're gonna see if the S2 is a worthy successor to the PX8. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in, and man, this has been a great sound challenge between the Bowers Wilkins Px8 S2s and the PX8 headphones. Man, they just so good. Both of them did a really good job. Let's go ahead and break it down. First song, all acapella. Dominic Feels I Me. Feeling Good. Both of them did a fantastic job with the vocals, both lead and background. You could definitely hear all the nuance in the song, her breathing rhythm, her enunciation of words, even the slight echoing from the vocalist in the song. You got on both of them. I found that the PS2s naturally louder, and I think a tad bit crisper when it comes to the vocals, a tad bit clearer when it comes to the vocals. Both of them did a fantastic job of having balanced sound when it came to all three vocalists, but you could definitely tell the difference in volume and slight difference in clarity when it came to when comparing these two. At least I could. All right, now switching on over to our bass song, Pony by Waranoid. Excuse me. Both, again, they both showed out when it came to the vocalist and the piano in the background. They did a fantastic job there. And then when you got that low end rumble, the PX8s had really good rumble, but you could tell there was an improvement in the bass when it came to the S2s. And it was a little deeper. They both hit that low end and then went to that even deeper sound. They both hit that. You didn't miss that on both of these, but it was a little bit more powerful on the S2s in comparison to the X8s. But again, both of them did a fantastic job. And then when you turn them up, no distortion when it came to the vocalist, and the bass maintained. The bass didn't drop to save the driver. Like on some headphones, you'll get that where if you go to a higher volume level, the bass, the low end kind of drops because I guess to prevent the speaker from blowing out or the driver from being blown out or whatever. These didn't do it. You got up there, you wanted that bass, you got that bass and everything. So they both did a fantastic job. But like I said, you could tell the difference in bass and a slight difference in the clarity when it came to the mids and highs between the two in favor of the S2s. And then going into our final song, Averats by Affected Mushroom. Again, with that keyboard at the beginning. I think it's a synthesizer. I may be wrong, but we're going to call it a keyboard. They did a fantastic job, very crisp with that. They even both of them caught the low bass nugget there at the beginning as well. And I love the fact that you got the echoing out of both of them and how it traveled, and it just continued to travel all the way through. It's just a fantastic overall sound from both of them. But again, you can definitely tell the difference in crispness between the two when you slightly, but there is a difference. And then of course the volume as well. And then when the bass drop, you got it was real powerful on the S2s, where it was decent. It was good on the Px8. I mean, I enjoyed it there, but then when I went and switched over to the S2s, I was like, whoa, like, but you could definitely tell the difference. And again, I'm thinking that is more towards the overall natural volume of these. These are naturally louder in comparison to the Px8s, but man, that bass was fun. Just sounds so good, and it's so clean. You got the rattling instruments, the clanging instruments. Both of them did a fantastic job of producing those, and with its clarity and everything, and the fact that they were moving around and everything. They did it again, fantastic job of giving me that sound, and of course the wave sound and everything. And I love how everything was spaced out and balanced, so you could focus on a certain instrument throughout the entire song and just focus on that one instrument. Although you're hearing everything else, that one you can focus on and pay attention to that if that's what you wanted to do. And it was a fantastic job all the way around. Let's see, yeah, that covers all three of our songs. Now, in my opinion, all the Px8 X8 S2s a worthy upgrade to the PX. Now, I'm saying you have the PX in hand. You have them in your. Whoops, I done turned something on. All right, let me turn these off in case I do that again. All right, and these ones too, just in case. Okay, don't want to trigger anything again. All right, so say you have the Px8s in your rotation, in your collection of headphones, and you're wondering, should I upgrade from the Px8s and get the Px8 S2s? In my opinion, yes, you should. And that's saying a lot, because these is one of my top 5 headphones that I have in my collection. Coming into this year, this is one of my top 5, and I'm saying yes, definitely. If you're going to upgrade, I would upgrade to these. Absolutely. Reason being is because, just the overall volume is improved, the sound, the overall mids and highs are improved, and the bass has improved. And this is just for the sound, not to mention the fact that I believe they're supposed to be getting spatial audio as well in an update coming soon. At least I read that somewhere. I'm kind of leery now after the whole thing with the Bang & Olufsen, the H100s, and how all of a sudden they backed out of the LDAC thing. But anyway, because they're supposed to be getting the spatial audio, that'd be an extra feature to have. But just based on this test here with the 3 songs, yes, I would say definitely if you want to go from Px8s, you want to upgrade, yes, I would definitely upgrade, in my honest opinion. I wouldn't even be mad if you said I'm gonna stay here with the Px8s. I wouldn't be mad. They sound really great, and of course, very, very luxurious with the leather and everything like that, and very soft, very comfortable. But if you want to level up, and this would be a level up in my opinion, going with the Px8 S2s. All right, so my pick, of course, would be the Px8 S2s as the winner of this sound challenge. Definitely upgrade to the PX8s, a worthy upgrade. I can't wait to get these guys into a gauntlet series. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I already got a lineup already picked for them. It's just I have other gauntlet series I need to get done before I can get these guys their run. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you like what you see, actually, let me start over. This wraps up the sound challenge for the Bang & Olufsen. Oh, look at me, Bang & Olufsen. What? I got them on the brain because of what I said earlier. Let me start over. This wraps up the sound challenge for the Bowers Wilkins Px8 S2 headphones and their opponent, the Bowers Wilkins Px8 headphones. If you like what you see, go and hit the like button, minus my fumbling around here. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this and others drop. Trust me, I will get the Gauntlet series out for these guys, not in due time. Like I said, I got a couple other ones I want to get done, but that's definitely on the to-do list, and it will happen in short order. So make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell. We're closing in on 10,000 subscribers. I'm very humbled and appreciative of you guys. We're going to have us a live stream once we hit that threshold. We're going to have a lot of fun and chop it up, and it's going to be good to be able to talk to you guys and see you guys in the stream and everything like that. And of course, we come up to the end of the year, so you know that's going to be my end of the year videos are going to be. I'm gonna start working on them here soon after I get these other videos shot, and we're going to have them drop right around the last 2 weeks of the year. That's my goal. So that way we can go into 2026 on a clean slate and see what we get there. All right. So again, I appreciate you guys for coming out one more time. Huge shout out to Audio Experience for sponsoring this. And again, make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell, not to mention the likes. Give me a like on this rather, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.